I want your perspective on something. Alright, so I'm conflicted. I was listening to this video of our boy Chama Khalid, you know, the Facebook guy. We talked about him in the past and the idea of the obligation to chase the money.
Get the fucking money. I'm serious. Get it. And you have a moral imperative to make sure that if you have a point of view that matters and you want to reflect it, you get it. And then it will be about a competition of views. And don't wrap yourself in all this, like, you know, liberal kind of bullshit about like, oh my God, money, blah. No, stop. Here's how the fucking world works, okay?
And I'm conflicted because part of what he talks about is like sustainability from like a capitalist perspective.
What's undeniable is that we're ripping apart the biodiversity of our planet. We as a human population will be forced to concentrate because certain parts of the world will get basically subsumed by water. These are conclusively known to be true. But if somebody were to solve it, don't you think that they are, in economic terms, a multi-trillionaire? Of course. You think food delivery is where like the next great fucking breakthrough is gonna come? You're all hopped up on fucking marijuana and you need a fucking brownie? Like, what a joke.
And I'm conflicted at this point about whether I should spend time trying to solve big problems like that or chase smaller shit to get a starting point. Yeah.
Okay, so one, first of all, I think you 100% go with the 3D scanning things. Just because, like, I could potentially be, like, what shoes were for me, for you, you know? So I think that'd be really good. For me, I think you should sacrifice stuff for that, like, if it actually works in a gym scale. But that's, you know, a separate topic. But, okay, so one, I think you should do that. Two, I think what's frustrating for you, which, I mean, this is, like, the obvious thing. I think what's frustrating is that there's so many options and opportunities.
Yeah.
But they all make sense, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's confusing. So I was telling Anthony yesterday, like, for me, life, I feel like now has become a lot easier because, like, today, I'm having a great day buying shoes because I'm like, I just feel, like, really good that I can do this and, like, that I can fund the other shit that I want to do. And, like, in the past, I never had fun the other shit that I wanted to do, but now, like, with the fashion stuff, I'm trying to learn, and I'm finally at a point where I was with tennis where I'm like, this could take me years, but I still, like, really love it. And it's something that I want to do. And eventually, hopefully, I can mesh the technical skills that I learned, the history that I learned about this, and the business side of things, and I can create something that way. And I think in that way, I can, you know, help the earth.
Help the what?
Help the planet and people in some
Oh, yeah.
shape or form. So that's kind of how I've gone about it. And it's weird because I don't know if this is your solution, but I'm just putting it out there. But, like, I think we were in the same boat where it's like there's so many things we can do, but we kind of, like, one day it's this, one day it's the
Yeah,
other.
exactly.
So I don't know if telling you, like, option A or option B is better is the choice, because I think maybe you should take what he was saying and try to see if you feel passionate about, like, if there's a really big problem that's, like, super overarching, maybe then the goal is, okay, whatever, if it's in film, just 100% delve into film and then do the 3D scanning on the side of the field of film stuff. So I don't know, maybe I guess like my perspective now is like, I know passion for you is tough because it just is. But I think, I mean, dabbling in potential avenues, just watching videos about like whatever big problems or whatever it is, and just finding that passion might be the answer, because I don't, knowing you, like whatever I tell you, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month or whatever, you're gonna like
Change.
be like, actually, I don't know about
Actually, this other big problem is big, and then spend like a month on that and then another one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, from my perspective, I think you should 100% do the scanning stuff, make your money, and then literally just find a diehard passion.
Yeah, I think the thing I'm realizing is you can't find that unless you try different shit, and I need to spend less time thinking about
Exactly.
just
So
doing it.
this is what I was telling Anthony yesterday. I was like, I love how Jordan is so meticulous with his schedule, but I also don't think that gives him the flexibility to find his passion. So, like, it's really good that you have these structures, but at the same time, you should try to find that passion, right? And of course, like, obviously, like, I think you've thought of it, but maybe tackling it in a different way. I.e., like, literally randomly, like, okay, I'm gonna go college or some shit for the entire day, see if I like it, and then I don't know, like, go from there. If you don't like it, cool, next thing. Because honestly, I think what I realized is that the people that we look up to, the people that we listen to, these people, the only reason that they kept going and that they're still pushing and that they're 40, 50, and they're still in the industry that they're in is because they fell in love with what they were doing, right? From the start. And it took them a long time to get there, right? But they had to have some sort of love, some sort of passion for it. So I think there's no problem in you literally, like, if it takes a year to find that passion, and if you can make money on the side, like, I think if you this university experience as finding yourself as a person and finding your passion and your love in life, and also trying
you're right. Because with the love thing, like if I tried doing that now, it's just not something that would stick. Yeah, it's funny because I was just talking to Vincent about it as well, and he's kind of on the opposite end. Well, like not as opposite as I think. Just something that we would always talk about is how often I change my mind, and he's more of the philosophy of like just pick something and stick with it. And I was like, I see the value in that, but I think as well with me because I change my mind so often. I think I'm getting better. Like I'm refining more what my vision is. It just takes time. It's like that David Epstein TED Talk. I don't know if you watched it.
For example, here's an athlete I've followed. Here he is at age 6 wearing a Scottish rugby kit. Now he tried some tennis, some skiing, wrestling. His mother was actually a tennis coach, but she declined to coach him because he wouldn't return balls normally. He did some basketball, table tennis, swimming. When his coaches wanted to move him up a level to play with older boys, he declined because he just wanted to talk about pro wrestling after practice with his friends. And he kept trying more sports. So who is this dabbler? This is Roger Federer.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
And I think you have like the perfect genes of like exploration from your parents. So that's another thing that I don't think you should constrain yourself. Because it's just funny the way you framed it. Like, should I focus on these big problems, or I forget what the other thing.
Making money in the short term, like getting a starting block.
I'm just saying, like maybe it's the way you frame it. Like I think you literally have so much potential. Like you could literally be one of those fucking like okay, I see you being a film person, but I don't know if you allow yourself to pursue that. I don't know if that's true or not, but like here's the thing: you are so passionate without having passion. That's really weird.
What do you mean?
I don't think you're passionate about, like, for example, like structuring your life. Like you like it because it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like the way you portray it into the world, it makes it seem like you're very passionate. But I don't think that's real passion. Like that's not like in a love for a specific work, because you're not doing a specific work in an industry yet. You're like setting up the infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
And you still are so passionate about that. So like once you find like that work, that passion level is just gonna be insane. So yeah, I don't know.
All right. Yeah, makes sense. All right. Thank you. Thanks, coach.
All right.
Have fun with your shoes.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Later. Yeah, that's some good shit. That's some bars right there. Ain't that right, Alaska?
Talk about it, that's okay. I don't mind if you call. I decline, IDK, don't got time just to talk about it. I'ma work till it's mine. You asleep.